caring is anathema in Hollywood. Getting to the place where you don't care how other people treat you or how you treat them or what they think of you or your creative output is something people in the film industry aspire to. Passion is normally an external expression of caring, but in Hollywood the goal was to separate the two so you could express intense passion while actually feeling nothing. Everyone in Hollywood acts as if the real secret objective they all share is too disgusting and venal to exist, striking it rich, and therefore the only acceptable reason for anyone to sell or buy anything is a deep and abiding passion for the art. The work itself is its own reward. And in a practical sense, this separation was a survival mechanism. At every level, you have so little control that you need to invest in as many things as possible because you never know what, if anything, is actually going to hit. Invest, invest, invest. Oh, you're passing? Okay, moving on. Invest, invest, invest. Oh, you're totally destroying my project by rewriting it or miscasting it? Got it. Next. That was how it went. And when projects vanished, it was always for the most dumb and contorted reasons which you could never argue your way out of, and which would drive you completely insane if you actually cared instead of merely felt passionately about. For example, a friend of mine was doing a project about a time-traveling serial killer, the lead of which was a garbage man, and the studio put the project in turnaround not because it had another serial killer movie or another time travel movie, either of which might have made some sense, but because it had another script in development based around a city worker. If you cared about nothing you worked on, you'd be fine. If you cared about all of it, you'd be in a world of ongoing suffering and hurt. Passion meant detachment from this feeling and generally manifested in one of two ways. With people at your level or higher, or people you thought might service your future self-interest regardless of their current level, passion manifested as facile and witty conversation masking a web of self-serving networking. With people lower than your level, passion manifested as either A, ignoring them, or B, yelling at them. The only reason you would throw a phone at your assistant's head is because you're so passionate about your projects. This passion, like much cruelty, was often prefaced or postscripted with a version of that old standby, I'm just being honest. Real honesty, of course, means talking about yourself, yet somehow that phrase, mysteriously, has become a means to justify a stream of invective about what's wrong with you, as if the fact of its ostensible truth puts it into some rarefied air where any insult can be flung without fear of consequence, because the honesty is all that matters. You're not funny. I'm just being honest. The truth is, the ending's really cheesy. I'm just being honest here. You're a total douchebag. You. By the time Matoyan arrives at HBO, Trey and Matt have been on Pam's shit list for around a year, and Pam has just started a new job on this new NBC sitcom called Just Shoot Me. I'm chatting with Pam one day, and she tells me that Trey and Matt have apparently called to beg her to do them a favor and help out as a writer on their new Comedy Central show, South Park, which is based on the animated Christmas card they did for Brian over at Fox. Pam tells me she's doing it, but that they're not back in. They're not allowed to hang out with the rest of their old friends until they prove themselves. They're on probation, and we'll just see how they behave. I'm kind of shocked that she's talking to them at all, let alone working with them, since she still presents herself as being so pissed off at Trey. And it's weird. I only stopped talking to Trey and Matt out of loyalty to Pam, and now she's hanging out with them again, but somehow I can't. Whatever. I understand that my role is to hold the torch of her past wrongness.
What are we in? What is this?